Good morning and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here this morning with Roxie and Fred, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is your little puppy's ability to understand and respond to her formal obedience commands, the correction and the motivation that we give the puppies when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Fred is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of the leash folded in his right hand. That leaves the left hand free to give any correction, and the only correction that we give here at school is a little tug and release on the training collar. And that is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Little Roxie's going to come home with her very own training collar, and you're going to be taught how to use that properly during your follow-up training session. Now she's sitting very nicely at Fred's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. And I will tell you that you have a little Spitfire here, so you're really going to have to practice at home. The first exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is heeling. Heeling is proper walking on a leash, and the command is Roxie heel. At this point, Roxie has a job to do, and that is to stay even with Fred's left leg when walking. And each time that he stops walking, she's been taught to sit automatically to wait for her next command. So this makes it nice because she's little. You can control her and continue to teach her that proper leash walking is essential when you own a big dog. Nice automatic sit, so when you stop to cross traffic or talk to a neighbor, she's sitting quietly at your left and waiting for her next command. And the next command that we're going to show you is the stay. The stay is a hand and a voice command, and because it is a stationary exercise, it is a one-word command. Just move a little one way or the other. There you go. Practice your sit stays at home because this helps to develop self-control, which she badly needs to develop more self-control. When Fred returns back to her, he will walk all the way around her, returning all the way back around to heel position, and she should remain seated until she gets her next command. You can't give this puppy too much praise or she's off the wall. Everything has to be teaching her self-control. She's come a very long way here at school, and she still has lots to go, and we're going to be there to help you with her. Because she is a growing, maturing little girl, and we want her to stay under control for you as she gets older. Fred leaves her in another sit stay, and again, you can practice these sit stays right in your house. Put your training equipment on, put your video on, and practice. This time, instead of returning back to her, Fred's going to call her. And she should come right in front and sit facing your knees. And believe me, if she gets the opportunity to jump around and act like a nut, she will, and that's partly age related. But you want to have that leash on her so that you can control her, and that she's not jumping all over and biting at you and all of that. And for living in the city, you need this proper leash control. And you did the right thing by starting at an early age, because as she grows, she will never not know what heel means. Fred leaves her in another sit stay. And this time he's going to give her another recall command. She comes right in and sits very nicely, and then goes back to heel position and back sitting. Good job. She's a little distracted by me being here on the camera. She's not used to that. She's doing really well with her housebreaking, crate training. She has all of her basics down. And now our job is to coach you at home. Very good. Now the next exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is the down from a heel position. So with your dog seated at your left, you use your left open palm straight down toward the ground and the one-word command to down. And stay. Now your long down stay, you're going to practice for just a little bit longer. And you're going to work all the way up to 5 minutes, and this helps her to develop her self-control. This is a great exercise for practicing right in your living room. And when Fred returns back to her, he's going to walk all the way around her, just as he did on the sit-stay, as an additional distraction. And she remains lying there until he tells her what he wants her to do next. And he told her to heel, and she got up and walked with him. This is a great way, too, for her to blow off steam. Working in obedience, even though it's not physically challenging, is tiring for dogs because they have to think. And this puppy needs all the thinking and all the mental stimulation that you can give her. Down and stay. And you can see that she's got like a little spunk, she's fresh. Adorable and sweet, but fresh. This time Fred's going to call her out of that down. Now he uses that leash to bring her right in front. You saw her kind of get a little crazy as she was going to take off, but he's got that leash to keep her under control. Now the next exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is the down from a distance. So you're going to have your dog sit and stay. You're going to turn to face her, and you're going to give the down from a distance. And this is a little bit harder exercise. You're going to use your right hand to give the command. You see that little fresh attitude there? She did it, but she did it with her little Roxie attitude. That is your down from a distance command. Now we've demonstrated for you all of Roxie's formal obedience commands. I want you to please keep us informed as to her progress, because I think with her personality, you are going to need coaching at home, and we're here to help. So keep us posted on how she's doing, and thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company.